This is my video review of the WildWood Tarot. Ryan Matthews, illustrated by Worthington. Here's the box. It's a large tarot. I have trimmed mine, so when you see mine, you'll notice that it is trimmed. So here's a couple of examples of it. These are just some of my, cards that I like out of it. It compares to the Druidcraft Tarot, which is above it here. However, in my opinion, the Druidcraft Tarot just has, the scenes are just cooler in the Druidcraft. The card is actually bigger in the Druidcraft, as you can see, and the colors are more vibrant in the Druidcraft. So it's just like, it looks like a lot more work and artistry has gone into the Druidcraft compared to the WildWood Tarot, just my opinion, but the cards are bigger. Now, some of you guys have asked about the cardstock. The Druidcraft has like a little lamination on the front. The WildWood doesn't have as much lamination. And again, I've trimmed mine. Here's the back of the WildWood, and here's the back of the Druidcraft. Overall, I like the Druidcraft better, but the WildWood is kind of cute. The WildWood does have an unusual aspect to it of the court cards are animals. So instead of the queen or king or whatever, you have like a jackass or something else. It's just kind of odd. It's a little too animalistic. It does come in a double box where you have half on one side and half on the other side. Now, it does have a white border. I'm going to link in the comments. Someone else that has Ren of Light has reviewed this, and you can go see her review. It's very good, and it'll show you what it looks like with the border on. You're going to see on mine with the border off. So here's the book comes with it. You can see it's a pretty sturdy book. I know a lot of you intuitive guys are like, I never read the book. Well, I mean, come on. The book is fun for, it gives like surrounding reasons for the tarot and why it was created and the history of it and, what the people's, their motivation and what the scenes mean and things like that. So, I mean, even if you guys are intuitive and you don't want to dig through the book for meanings, the book still has some good stuff in it. So, as you can see, the book has 160 pages. And for each card, it has a black and white, 4 of bows, which means celebration. Then you have your description. Then you have the meanings and the reading points. So it tells you kind of a little about what's going on in the scene. And then it has a picture of the card. So in case you don't have it in front of you, you can kind of look it up. So it's kind of a nice grayscale picture. It looks pretty good. And they have all the different bows and the suit of bows, the suit of vessels instead of, cups and stuff like that. So here's the, like a salmon. And then you have the tracks and pathways down here. And then over here you have the king is actually a bird. The queen is a fish. I'm not too turned on with the court cards being like an otter, a snake, and a jackass. And this just doesn't turn me on. I mean, if I'm going to have a court card, I want an actual person there. So that's just me. So the book goes over all the meanings of the various cards. And then you have Part 3, working with the deck, finding your way, and introduces you to spreads that you can use through here. So you have things like the pathway spread and discussion of spreads. You have the bow spread, which is, it's a cute little bow in there. Sample readings with the spreads and things like that. Sample readings with the bow spread. It's another spread. So it's 160 pages of card meaning spread, a history of the deck, where it comes from, and things like that, and then places for your notes at the back. So the book is pretty exhaustive, and again, it's pretty thick. So the card quality is not as good as the Druidcraft. Druidcraft cards feel better. The Druidcraft cards are slightly bigger. The scenes are more vibrant. The colors are cool. The backgrounds are cool. I mean, you have like this sky looks just gorgeous on here. He's got an awesome expression on him. It's got the things, and you got the ground. It's very vibrant, standout kind of colors in the Druidcraft. And then you come to this, and it's more solemn. It's kind of, some of the colors and some of the cards are kind of washed out. These are my favorite cards out of the deck, but the colors just don't jump and pop as well as they do in the Druidcraft. So, and it's about the same price point. I mean, if you had a choice between the Druidcraft and this one, I would go with the Druidcraft. But this is I mean, it's a pretty good deck, and it's cheap. I think it was like $12 or something. So, I mean, if you can get over the cardstock's not as good, it's a little smaller. You probably want to trim it. If that's your thing. The white borders are really ugly in my opinion. I think it looks, you know, moderately attractive now that you're taking out the border. So some of the, I mean, this sky is pretty cool, and the colors on here, but I mean, for overall, the colors just don't pop as well as they do in the Druidcraft. So that's my review of the WildWood Tarot. Again, it's pretty cheap. If you want to pick it up, I think you have some good readings with it. Overall, I like it. I'm just not really excited about it like I was the Druidcraft. When I do readings with the Druidcraft, I mean, you'll see, look at some of my readings where I have the Druidcraft, you'll see like 2 or 3 comments like, what deck is that? That's gorgeous. You know, and I don't know, it just doesn't pop as well with the WildWood Tarot. So I'm going to show you guys a high definition, full spread view of all the cards so you can see exactly how they all look. And here we go.